Help support AMTV by becoming a patron, an AMTV staff member, and following us over on Twitter. Hi there guys, it's Adam Martin here, and welcome back to another instalment of the Now Review. We have another yearbook release this time around. Now, of course, the yearbook series started with 1983, which made sense. That was the first year that Now was introduced and has gone on ever since. And then we've had Now Yearbook 84, so we thought naturally the next release we get would be Now Yearbook 85. But to our great surprise, Now decided to go backwards, resulting in this release, Now Yearbook 82, covering hits from 1982. As always, there's three versions of this. There's the standard CD, there's the special edition CD, which I have here, and the limited edition 3LP vinyl set, which I'll show you off a bit later. So, special edition CD and vinyl, let's take a look at the tracks on here, see if it's worth your time and money, see if it's worthy of the yearbook lineage. And we'll start, as we always do, with the special edition CD. So as with all of the special edition yearbook releases, it's presented in like this book format. You can see it on the spine there. This basically includes a little booklet with information about the tracks, just like classic Nows used to do. It's a shame it's a special edition commodity these days, but it is stylized like a book. We'll open it up a bit later. It's a nice sturdy case though. On the cover, the color this time is yellow. Of course, for yearbook 83 it was black, and then for yearbook 84 it was blue, and we've gone with yellow. We're still using the 80s Now logo, suppose it makes sense, with the red, blue and green letters for Now, and obviously the term yearbook right across there. 1982, eh? And we've still got the rainbow stripe on the bottom. They've never really clarified what the rainbow stripe is for. It's been present on all the yearbooks, but we've never really had an explanation for that. Maybe it doesn't mean anything. Maybe I'm just reading into it a bit too much. Well, let's turn this around. On the spine, it says Now Yearbook 1982. And just looking at the back here, we got 4 discs, as always. So let's see what tracks from 1982 we've been given. So kicking things off on CD1, we've got Young Guns Go For It by Wham, one of their earliest hits. You've got Goody Two Shoes by Adamant, The Look of Love Part 1 by ABC, one of my favourite tunes of theirs, Hungry Like the Wolf by Duran Duran, which is from their Rio album, Instinction from Spandau Ballet from their Diamond album, Love Plus One by Haircut 100, Do You Really Want to Hurt Me by the Culture Club. I think that was their first major breakthrough hit, or their first number one, something like that. Great song though. Under Attack by ABBA, a very interesting choice. I think that was one of, if not the last ABBA single before they, didn't record for 40 years. But yeah, not their best tune, but it's a fun one, and reminder that they went as late as 1982. You've got The Land of Make Believe by Bucks Fizz, one of my favourite songs of theirs, also a UK number one, not just a Eurovision one-hit wonder, thank you very much. You've got Fantasy Island by Tight Fit. Now, Tight Fit are basically like Bucks Fizz Light or like ABBA Light. Fantasy Island was a top 10 hit, but it sounds very similar to an ABBA song, but it's a good song. You've got Videotech by Dollar, House of Fun by Madness, of course a classic tune from them, Come on Eileen by Dexy's Midnight Runners, that's a floor filler for sure. So we'll just jump to CD2 for a second. We're kicking off with Ebony and Ivory by Paul McCartney. Now this is a duet with Stevie Wonder. It's odd that Stevie hasn't got a featured credit here. I haven't actually listened to the CD yet, so I don't know if it still has Stevie. Maybe they just haven't included his name for rights reasons or something. But yeah, very, very odd omission of his name there. You've got Fame by Irene Cara, one of the defining movie hit tunes of the 80s. A Night to Remember by Shalimar. Inside Out by Odyssey. Love Come Down by Evelyn Champagne King. Get Down On It by Kool and the Gang. I didn't realise that was as late as 82. Good tune though. Why by Carly Simon. Buffalo Gals by Malcolm McLaren, the world's famous Supreme Team. Malcolm McLaren, man. What a character he was. Walking on Sunshine by Rocker's Revenge feat Donny Calvin. And no, I don't think it's not the same as the Katrina and the Waves version. Can't Take My Eyes Off You by Boys Town Gang. I've got to admit, a lot of artists I'm not as familiar with at the start of CD2 there, some of them, but looking forward to hearing them as always. Back to CD1 then, we have A Town Called Malice by The Jam, wonderful song that is. Go Wild in the Country by Bow Wow Wow. It Ain't What You Do, It's the Way That You Do It by Funboy 3 and Bananarama, one of their earliest appearances for Bananarama. Past the Dutchie by Musical Youth, really fun song. Zoom by Fat Larry's band, good old Fat Larry, eh? So jump into CD2 dead quick, we've got Do You Wanna Funk by Patrick Cowley and Sylvester. Just an Illusion by Imagination. Torch by Soft Cell. Mad World by Tears for Fears. Was that released in late 82 as a single? Because it's from the 83 album, must have been a late 82 single, surely. You've got Mirror Man by The Human League. Wishing If I Had a Photograph of You by A Flock of Seagulls. The Damn Don't Cry by Visage. Haven't heard that one. Be curious to hear that. Finishing off CD1, you have Diane Warwick with Heartbreaker. You have Lionel Richie with Truly, great song there. Marvin Gaye with Sexual Healing, one of his best songs in my opinion. And Donna Summer with State of Independence, that's 22 tracks there. CD2, on the other hand, you're finishing off with Simple Minds and Promised You a Miracle. You have Reap the Wild Wind by Ultravox. Maid of Orleans, The Waltz Joan of Arc by Orchestral Maneuvers in the Dark, that's a long-winded one. Ghosts by Japan. So that's another 21 tracks there, so that's 43 across 2 discs so far. So, CD3, you have Eye of the Tiger by Survivor, a classic song from Rocky 3. Dead Ringer for Love, Meatloaf with Cher. I do wonder if that was a late inclusion due to the sad passing of Meatloaf, of course, but hey, still a decent song. Centerfold by the Jay Jellis Band, didn't know it was as early as 82. Abracadabra by the Steve Miller Band. Back on the Chain Gang by Pretenders. I Can't Go For That, No Can Do by Daryl Hall and John Oates, or just Hall and Oates. And Arthur's Theme, Best That You Can Do by Christopher Cross. And just jumping to CD4 for a second, you have The Day Before You Came by ABBA. Again, one of their last singles. And probably my favourite ABBA track. Honestly, go and give this a re-listen if it's been a while. It's just such a good tune. Very underrated. Blue Eyes by Elton John. Save a Prayer by Duran Duran. All of My Heart by ABC. Star Maker from the Kids from Fame, from the TV show, of course. My Camera Never Lies by Bucks Fizz. Another #1 hit for them, would you believe? Same album as Land of Make Believe. You have Mirror Mirror by Dollar, One Step Further by Bardo. Now, One Step Further, I believe, is the Eurovision entry for 1982. And I don't know if it's had a CD release before, but I'm so glad it's here, actually, because I'm a big Eurovision fan, so glad I've got some Eurovision on here. View from a Bridge by Kim Wilde from her Select album, probably one of the better tunes off that record as well. So back to CD3, you've got Hard to Say I'm Sorry by Chicago, Waiting for a Girl Like You by Foreigner, Avalon by Roxy Music, Golden Brown by The Stranglers, Fireworks by Suey and the Banshees, Rock the Casbah by The Clash, oh yes, of course, there has to be that one there, Beat Surrender by The Jam, Our House by Madness, another tune from them. Hey, House of Fun and Our House on here, that's madness. Brave New World by Toya. And then on CD4, we've got Fantastic Day by Haircut 100, another tune for them. Best Years of Our Lives by Modern Romance. In Island of Lost Souls by Blondie. The Lion Sleeps Tonight by Tight Fit. You'll all know that one. That was a #1 hit for them, I think. Was it #1? Definitely a top 10 hit. Oh Julie by Shakin' Stevens. Just What I Always Wanted by Mari Wilson. A Little Piece by Nicole. Another Eurovision hit. I believe Nicole represented Germany. She actually won Eurovision that year in 1982. So again, I'm so happy we've got Eurovision representation on here. I've Never Been to Me by Charlene. Theme from Harry's Game by Clannad. So just to finish off CD3, you've got See Those Eyes by Altered Images, John Wayne is Big Leggy by Hazy Fantasy? Hazy Fantasy, is that what they go? Very clever. Party Fears 2 by The Associates, Temptation by New Order, and then finishing off CD4, we have I Won't Let You Down by PhD, I Second That Emotion by Japan, and Say Hello, Wave Goodbye by Soft Cell. So in total, we have 84 tracks across 4 CDs. So you heard it there first, 84 tracks. A nice total for an album, don't get me wrong. Let's open it up, see what we've got on the inside here. So as you can see, CD 1 and 2 are housed in there. All of them are the same colour. I'll just get disc 1 out here for you so you can see they're all yellow, I believe. They probably have different colour trims, but here's CD 1. So you've got it's like a reddy orange around the logo there. Looks quite nice, actually. Looks really nice indeed. So this is what your disc template is this time. And just to give you an example of the book, so there you go, there's a little bit about welcome to the Now 1982 Yearbook, bit of info about the year itself, the year in pop, and then each track has its own individual paragraph, which is really nice, again, harkens to the old days of Now. For me, this honestly makes it worth the special edition price for me. It won't for everyone, but it does for me. Certainly nice to have that information in there. And you also have a quiz. They do like the quizzes now, so make sure you're taking part in the quiz. Only play fair. And you got some images on the back there of some of the single releases, of course. And then the last little bit is discs 3 and disc 4. So a neat little package overall. This roughly retails, I think, for around £15, around that margin. You can get it from all the usual places. HMV's where I got mine. You can get it from Amazon, and I don't think you'll get the special edition one in your local supermarket. That might be a bit out of range, but hey, you never know, you might. If you want the standard edition CD, which I believe has the same amount of tracks, or is it 3 discs? I can't remember. But you're not getting the booklet, you're not getting that special booklet. It's only in like a standard CD presentation, but that's about a tenner. But is it worth it? I mean, again, as always, if you like 80s pop, and if you like 1982 specifically, you'll love this. I mean, there's a lot of artists who appear twice, if you noticed. Haircut 100 appeared twice, ABBA. There's a lot of artists who appear twice, which I kind of like it when an artist just gets, one track per album. I think that's only fair that way, but hey, maybe there wasn't that much competition in 1982, and of course, it's only what they can get the rights to. But if you liked what you saw on that track list, then you'll definitely like this album, and if you're a Now fan like me, I'd certainly recommend getting that special edition over the standard edition any day, but who knows, you might go for all three. Speaking of all three, let's have a look at the vinyl version. Okay, so here we have it. This is the 3 LP version of Now Yearbook 82. The cover's the same, all in lovely yellow. You've got the same logo there, the same lovely Classic Now logo, and the rainbow strip at the bottom, you'll be able to see there. So this is 3 discs. I'll show you the track list first, and then we'll have a look at what the discs look like. Okay, so LP side A, you've got the Wham track there, Young Guns. You've got Adamant, ABC, Spandau Ballet, Haircut 100, The Culture Club, and not Bananarama, Duran Duran. See how bad my eyesight is? So 7 tracks. Okay, good selection as well. Out of all those tracks, you're going to cut them down. You got the big artists in there. You got your Wham, you got your Spandau, you got your Duran Duran. Solid choices. That's 7 tracks. On LP1 side B, you've got Paul McCartney, hopefully with Stevie Wonder, with Ebony and Ivory. You've got Elton John's track, Lionel Richie, Marvin Gaye, Bucks Fizz, which one? Oh, it's My Camera Never Lies, interesting. Blondie, Madness with Our House, and Dexy's Midnight Runners with Come On Eileen. Another solid side, 8 tracks there. That's 15 so far, so let's have a look at LP2. You've got Mad World by Tears for Fears, The Human League are here, Visage is here, Simple Minds, Ultravox, OMD, and Soft Cell, another 7, so that's 22. On side B, you've got Survivor with Eye of the Tiger, good choice. The Meatloaf duet with Cher, Pretenders, Steve Miller, Christopher Cross. Who's that down there? Foreigners here, and Roxy Music. Nice, eclectic mix there. 7, that's another 7, so 29. Let's have a look at LP3, what we finish off with. So ABBA, The Day Before You Came. Good selection. So glad that made the cut again. Favourite ABBA song for me. Donna Summer's here. That's the 7-inch version, not the 12-inch version. Shalimar's here. Irene Cara. Boys Town Gang. Rockers Revenge feat. Donny Calvin. Malcolm McLaren is here. So that's another 7. That's 36. And finally, LP3 side B. What do we got? We've got The Jam, Ace. We've got The Clash, Bow Wow Wow, New Order, The Associates, The Stranglers, Japan, and Clannad with the theme from Harry's Games. That's 8. So I believe, if I've done my maths correctly, and let's hope I have, we have this time 44 tracks on 3 vinyl records. So the discs for this, as I say, it's 3 LPs. It's not a gatefold sleeve, which is a bit disappointing. I always love a gatefold. But the disc colour this time, so for Yearbook 83 it was red, for Yearbook 84 it was blue, and this time we have a rather nice yellow. So there you go, look at that. There's the yellow vinyl disc. There you can see the Now Yearbook 82 logo in there. It's the same both sides, same logo, tells you the LP in the side, but that is a really nice yellow shade of vinyl. So red, blue and yellow, nice addition. So that is the 3 vinyl LP package. Now, this, of course, is limited edition. They're only making a certain amount of these. I always forget I think it's only a few thousand, really, like maybe 3,000 or so, but don't hold me to that. But they are limited edition. I think 83 and 84 have sold out now on vinyl, so if you want it, I'd get this quick. In terms of price, it ranges depending on where you shop from between, say, £25 to £30. You are getting 3 vinyl LPs, mind you. You're getting, so that's a tenner of vinyl disc. That's not too bad in my opinion. And you are getting 44 tracks, which again, for a vinyl compilation is very, very generous if you ask me. And you're getting the gorgeous yellow vinyl colour. I'm a sucker for coloured vinyl, so naturally it appears to me. It'll fit nicely on my shelf alongside Yearbook 83 and 84 vinyl. And I hope the vinyl releases do continue as they do more of these. So that, folks, in a nutshell, is Now Yearbook 82. Again, available in 3 forms: standard CD, special edition CD, what you can see here, and the limited edition 3 vinyl set. So, let me know in those comments, let me know down below, are you going to get this release? And if you are, which version are you getting? Are you just getting one version? Are you getting all 3? Are you going to mix and match like I have and get 2? Let me know in those comments. Also, leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it, because it really helps us out here on the channel. But that's all for this installment of the Now Review. Feel free to subscribe as well, we'd love to have you aboard. I've been Adam Martin from AMTV. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Thank you to our patrons for helping to support the show, and a special thank you to Macra, Hooks Media, Ben Freeman, Ethan Carberry-Holt, Bruce Danton, The Broken Kitsumanoid, Tobias Krotz, Globe of Reviews, Trev Hughes, Derek Chambers, Sean Nock, Bailey Green, and DSTV New Zealand are AMTV staff members.